Preparation is key. Magic wasn't an option, so science was sort of the next best thing. So I'm Alex Smith. I'm an assistant professor of teaching here in the Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, where I teach mostly lab courses. In terms of hobbies, I like to read. I like to play Dance Dance Revolution. Long-term goals: continue to teach and do educational research. Start early and keep going throughout the term. Instead of say, oh, my exam is in 2 days, I'm now going to spend, 12 hours a day studying for this exam. Instead, break it up. Do tiny little chunks over a much longer period of time coming up to the exam. Take the time that you were originally planning to spend studying for the exam and divide that up into multiple sections, and then actually schedule the time in your calendar. There's lots of evidence that show getting a good night's sleep before the exam serves you a lot better than those few extra hours of cramming do. Probably the micropipette. They're so useful. Use them all the time, though the centrifuge comes in pretty close. That's a pretty good one. Favorite protocol? Probably plasmid extraction, or DNA extractions in general, but I find those are pretty fun. It's so variable from person to person because everyone's got their own things going on. A lot of it usually comes down to time management because you've got so many different courses and so many different things that you're studying for. Scheduling it out a little bit, I think, would be really helpful. And so I think that's sort of the way to kind of overcome that, is to be a little bit more intentional in how you're going about doing things and how you're planning your studying. I guess I try to be really approachable. I'm always happy to answer questions, whether it's being posted on Piazza or a discussion board, or you're sending me an email, or you're dropping by my office. I'm really here to be helpful to you as the students, and I want to see you succeed. Please don't be afraid to come by and ask questions, even if you think they're stupid questions. Please make use of all of the resources that you've actually got in front of you. Preparation is key. You need to start preparing early and consistently come prepared. For 203, it's less essential there. It's because there's fewer labs and it's a lot more foundational. There's a lot more, say, studying, because I know the content is pretty heavy, whereas the lab work is lighter, though there's still a fair bit of preparation that needs to go in with that. But with 304, where we have a lot more lab time in that course, it becomes really, really important that you're preparing for the lab ahead of time. Removing ticks, you never want to twist them or squeeze them or try to burn them off, but you really shouldn't. You grab the tick right close to where it's attached into the skin and pull straight back. And that's the best way to remove a tick, because otherwise you run the risk of tearing off their mouth parts, which are attached into the skin, and that can lead to infections. Or if you're damaging their bodies overly much, that actually could lead them to inject more of their saliva into you, which could be possibly carrying various parasites or bacterial infections. So check yourself after you're out and about. Have a quick look over yourself, especially where you've got clothing fits tightly against the skin, so you have a cuff or something, because oftentimes that's where a tick would sort of attach. I think for most of my career, I wanted to end up in academia of some sort. I loved the idea of research. Magic wasn't an option, so science was sort of the next best thing. All of my real goals sort of centered around university and academia, and so becoming an academic sort of grew over time as I got into education, into the university setting. But